Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets. That's right, it is the rematch of the Lakers versus the Nuggets last year in the Western Conference Finals, where the Lakers, at the end of the results, won a championship for the city of LA in 2020, and now once again they are going to move forward into the NBA season for another repeat for a championship in 2021. And what better way for the Lakers to put out a statement to playoff contending teams than the Denver Nuggets, that they are coming and they want to go for another championship this year, and they beaten the Denver Nuggets in this rematch matchup against the Denver Nuggets tonight. I believe it was 114 to, I believe it was like maybe 90, maybe 92 or something like that. So, you know, it's nothing but greatness from the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. They came to play and they were on fire in the second half. And I just want to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about the results of tonight's game and, you know, just the expectations from the Los Angeles Lakers moving forward. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So guys, the Lakers beaten the Denver Nuggets tonight. As this results of this win against the Denver Nuggets tonight, the Lakers, I believe they are now tied with the LA Clippers in the second seat in the Western Conference. And unfortunately, the Utah Jazz they are now the number one seed in the Western Conference with their record. And so far with this win, they're just tied with the LA Clippers. But it's kind of hard to say what seat they're on, but you know, it could be number 2 or number 3 due to them having the same record. But you know, with this win, the Lakers got a win over the Denver Nuggets tonight with a great performance overall in the second half. When it came to the first half, they were kind of sloppy. I mean, there was a bunch of turnovers, and they were just allowing the Denver Nuggets to, you know, basically grab those offensive rebounds and allowing them to score on them at half the time. And when it came to the third quarter, they bounced back. They went on, I believe, a 10-point lead at one point. And at the end of the day, in the fourth quarter, they continued on the lead that they were on and just managing the game with convincing fashion with the help of King James, LeBron James, having one of the best performances. If you see the results of how he was playing, I believe he surpassed Will Chamberlain in field goals. So, you know, it kind of shows you that even though Father Time is creeping on LeBron James, he still continues to keep on going out there and bring out the best out of himself, learning, you know, how, I mean, he just respects the game so much that he would just not let Father Time break him down. And, you know, with this win, I believe he averaged a triple-double out there tonight. I'm not sure how much he scored, but I think it was like 27 points and maybe like 10 rebounds and 10 assists, or maybe it was like 11 rebounds. But, you know, either way, he had a triple-double out there tonight at this stage of his career, still continuing to show his dominance. Right now, I believe he's leading in the All-Star count. So, you know, he's number 1 in votes. So, you know, he just continues to keep on going out there and showing his greatness on a everyday basis. And, you know, it's just greatness out of LeBron James. Just continues to just, you know, win for the Los Angeles Lakers. And I'm just so, you know, proud of him, you know, to the point that, you know, he just keeps this up. I mean, I'm just so surprised for a guy like him. You know, he's not like declining, and is not, there's no end in sight for him. So hopefully, knock on wood, he continues this greatness moving forward. So great job out there when it's all said and done for LeBron James. And when it's all said and done, when it comes to the rest of the Lakers squad, I mean, Dennis Schroeder goes out there tonight being the second scorer for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight with 21 points, went 7 of 9 from the field and went 2 of 2 from the three. I mean, the continuing greatness of Dennis Schroeder being on the Los Angeles Lakers, showing his greatness, plays huge wonders when it comes to his expectations, or our expectations for him when it comes to any game moving forward, including once the playoffs approach, how he will, step up to the plate when it's all said and done. Because you can just tell from the Lakers coaching staff, they want to see Dennis Schroeder be that type of player, what we witnessed in tonight's game. I mean, bring that defense, bring that shooting ability that he's well known for, having that court vision, and at the same time, he just, at any given night, when when it's all said and done, when it's all said and done, Dennis Schroeder, if he feels that he needs to be needed, he will step up. And Dennis Schroeder, with 21 points, really stepped up for the Los Angeles Lakers when it's all said and done, especially in the second half of the game. And I just have to say, great job out there for Dennis Schroeder. When it came to Anthony Davis, he had 13 points, 9 rebounds, and I think he had maybe 3 or 2 blocks and 3 steals out there tonight. He did have a not so much great performance in the first half, but with the help of LeBron James, putting him, having him contribute more into the game, he showed his ability out there in the second half. But the main stars that really stepped up for the Lakers tonight was obviously LeBron James and Dennis Schroeder. And then when it came to the bench, I mean, I honestly have to say, the key player that really stepped up in my eyes when it came to defense, and especially when it came to the third quarter where the Lakers bounced back, it was Kyle Kuzma. Surprisingly, it was Kyle Kuzma who really stepped up for the Lakers. Defensively, I believe he had 2 steals or maybe 2 blocks or something, and he had 11 points, but his defense was such a huge factor for the Lakers to win tonight, and especially for a guy coming off the bench. So, and then you have Montrezl Harrell, who had, I believe, 13 points out there. And then THT, Tayton Horton-Tucker, stepped up for the Lakers in a huge way in the second half. I mean, that's where it all really turned around, really. When I keep on mentioning the second half, because, the Lakers had a poor performance in the first half. So when it came to the second half, they stepped up in a huge way. And it all really had to do with Dennis Schroeder, with LeBron James being that driving force. But Kyle Kuzma was that third guy that really stepped up in the second half as well, shooting those threes. I believe he made maybe 2 of 5 or 2 of 4 from the three, but that was the main turning point, really. And plus, that beautiful dunk from Kyle Kuzma was just, blocking, I believe it was Michael Porter Jr. when he was trying to attempt to make that three, which it really looked like it was going to go in with his form. But Kyle Kuzma made that block that changed the whole focal point of the Lakers to really go on the offensive attack. And we have to give Kyle Kuzma a lot of credit for that sort of aspect of this game. But Tayton Horton-Tucker, he had 17 points. So, I just have to say a great performance for him, stepping up for the Los Angeles Lakers as of late, when it comes all said and done. Great job out there for THT. And then when you think about some other players, I mean, court vision wise, I mean, Marc Gasol, he was a good help for the Lakers in the third quarter. And, KCP, I believe he had 10 points. But, he was also a big help for the Lakers as well when it came to shooting those threes. I mean, he's mainly the reliable player when it's all said and done, that you can rely on when it comes to, shooting threes for you. So, and it all was overall for the Lakers in general, I mean, they all stepped up in a huge way in the second half. I mean, it really looked like when it came to the end of the second quarter in this, for the halftime, the Nuggets were leading the Lakers by 13 points, and I was just very nervous at one point. But at the end of the day, the Lakers hustled, they bounced back with the defense, and of course with the offensive attack that gave them the lead that they were on in the third quarter, and just continued on that lead, just in managing the game. And at the end of the day, the Lakers got a win over the Denver Nuggets tonight, and I just have to say it was just a great performance all around when it came to the Lakers' hustle and their ability to just get back to what they were, and just stepped up, bounced back the game in a quick notice. So, guys, I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below about tonight's game against the Denver Nuggets tonight. What do you think about the Lakers' performance, and who do you think really stepped up for the Lakers? Was it LeBron James? Was it Dennis Schroeder? Could have been Kyle Kuzma. I mean, if you guys agree with my analysis about Kyle Kuzma being the third guy that really helped out the Lakers, defensively wise, I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions. Or do you think was it Tatum Horton-Tucker? I mean, do you think he was the guy that really stepped up for the Lakers? I really want to know your thoughts about that. I mean, everything, really. I really want to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and please give me your thought. Or make sure to like all my social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.